Let's shift focus to the country's agriculture sector. Egyptian wheat farmers say they are struggling to survive because of broken promises from the government. Egypt is the world's biggest importer of the grain and provides local farmers with subsidies. But many farmers say they've been caught out by changing rules and onerous restrictions. Let's take a look.
Hard at work harvesting this year's crop. Wheat is one of Egypt's most sought-after commodities, but the country isn't growing enough to sustain itself as the practice becomes more expensive and complicated.
Farming wheat nowadays, of course, differs from farming it a while ago, and this is after the process of developing the crops and after the research and the pesticides. It has developed, so the wheat crop for an acre is 20 to 24 tons of wheat rather than 7 to 8 tons.
In November last year, the government had promised to offer farmers 1,300 Egyptian pounds per acre in subsidies. Many planted their fields thinking they'd receive this incentive, but authorities later changed that decision and offered to buy wheat at a price slightly higher than the global rate. Farmers are now receiving 420 Egyptian pounds per 150 kilograms. Many say it's still not enough.
An acre costs from 4 to 5,000 Egyptian pounds. Packaging of pesticides adds to the extreme rise of the wheat price, and the manpower and workers who are responsible for farming the wheat cost from 50 to 60 Egyptian pounds per person.
Farmers are complaining that the government has also imposed strict rules for selling wheat to the state. Most of the farmers are tenants and therefore do not have tenure. If the government doesn't buy wheat from the farmers, they'll have to sell it for a loss in the global market.
Oh God, if the wheat hasn't been sold this year, it will be a big loss for us because I planted 2 acres to cover the expenses of the farm, and if it's not sold, then it's a big loss for me.
Many have now indicated that they'll not grow wheat the next season if the government does not reinstate subsidies that it had earlier promised. Leslie Murungu, CCTV.